Hey everybody, it's Will at VIP Mortgage Time for a local lender update. Rates stayed in the good range last week. We saw the improvement in rates the week before, and we were able to stay in that trading range. Things are barely moving one way or the other on a day-to-day basis, and the big news this week is going to be the inflation report tomorrow. It is expected that inflation will tick up slightly, especially in the core reading. And that's not necessarily because prices are going up. It's because last year's numbers are relatively low, and this year-over-year snapshot is a comparison of those two numbers. So expectations are that inflation will tick up slightly, and if we match those expectations, I expect the market not to move a whole lot. If we have better numbers than that, we may see a little bit more improvement in the market. And the Fed now is talking about possibly 3 cuts later this year. So we've been talking about the beginning of that possibly being in September. And the question remains, how much and how fast will they cut? And I mentioned a couple of weeks ago that the conversation, if this improvement holds, is going to shift very quickly to what the Fed is going to do in addition to September, and that's exactly where the conversation is. So the market trades on expectations, and we have pretty mild expectations right now, and I think it'll be a fairly quiet week in the bond market. But as we move toward the fall, kind of the key driver that's going to motivate the Fed to cut more times, or maybe a little bit larger cut here or there, is going to be the unemployment numbers rather than inflation, because job numbers have been weak. They keep getting revised downward, and that is one of the two mandates for the Fed, is employment and inflation. So I think the other thing we've been talking about is a cycle of uncertainty in the market. Typically so far this year, when things calm down, somebody makes headlines with something, whether it's a trade deal announcement, whether it's an international conflict, whether it's somebody threatening to fire members at the Fed. All these kinds of things have caused uncertainty. And so I would expect sometime before the September cut to have another cycle where we have that uncertainty, and the markets don't like it because they like to have fairly smooth expectations. If there's anything we can do for you, or if we can get you a rate quote for your situation, give me a call, 719-232-7553.